top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Ryan to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. Regular. Big time, good.
And he's He's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it. But to me, this was a play call from the coach that said, here it is, now make the right decision. And that's exactly what he did.
Indeed, he did, and able to convert on third down. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there at 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Brings up second and
the 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, you got 3 down. 155. I'm scared.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running is Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Second and 8. Here's Jacobs. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Ryan. He lets it fly from Lockett into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Pernell McPhee.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, Mayfield. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we can...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The score, Seahawks 7, Cardinals 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason McCourty. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
For Mark Andrews, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan back into his end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
3rd down here.
10 yards to go.
To throw from his end zone, Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
36. Let's go.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Back at the 43-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They're having a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A throw over the middle taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Shoot.
Mayfield being chased out left. He may try and run, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Seahawks 17. Cardinals nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Ryan. He lets it fly for Lockett. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Mayfield off the play fake. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive the coach crazy.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. You credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 10-yard line.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Ryan. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Kenny Clark drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Mayfield on play action. Out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes Pettis on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end.